are going on a little trip tomorrow, so I'm just finishing up packing right now. Going to Connecticut because my husband is from Connecticut and he is being honored at his high school. We're going to this like gala thingy, and we just thought it was a great excuse to go to Connecticut because we've been really wanting to go for a while now. We haven't been there in a very long time, so we're going. So I am just finishing up packing. I am so extremely intense when it comes to packing for my children, but packing for myself is just quite hilarious. It's just I throw crap in a suitcase and hope that I have everything that I need, and I never do. Now I'm labeling all of the different packing bags that I have for Flynn so that he knows what's in every single bag. And not just for him, for me, for Eric. It's just a way to keep things organized while we're traveling so that suitcases just don't explode, you know what I mean? I used to travel all the freaking time for work. Like I was always on the road, and I became obsessed with packing cubes. Like I literally cannot pack for a trip without using packing cubes. They're like life-changing to me. And I didn't have enough packing cubes for all of us, so I went and found these like little cheap waterproof little plastic bags. They're cheaper than packing cubes. I got a huge pack of them for like $9 or something. So that's what I'm using for Flynn's suitcase, and I'm labeling all of the bags. So here's his pants, pajamas, t-shirts, socks and a bathing suit, long sleeves, jackets, etc., etc. This is just a great way to condense everything so it really fits and it's helpful to stay organized, blah, blah, blah. So this suitcase is for Flynn. Unfortunately, the twins are not coming with us on this trip. Eric and I talked about it for a long time and discussed whether or not we would bring the twins. We really wanted to bring the twins, but it's a really quick trip, and traveling with all three kids is just really hard right now. It's a really long trip for the twins. There's not direct flights to where we're going in Connecticut, so it's like a full long day of traveling with multiple planes. They've never been on airplanes before. Just to be there for a few days, it just seemed really overwhelming and kind of impossible. And so we're just going to plan another trip soon with the whole family and hopefully stay longer than a few days. I'm like, oh, my heart it feels like it's being ripped out of my chest. I feel so awful that we aren't taking them. I feel so guilty for leaving them here, but I know they're gonna be so safe and have so much fun. My mom's gonna be with them, our nanny's gonna be with them. We have family and friends and so many people. We have a whole village of people to take care of everything while we're gone, but it's still just like, oh, I feel so bad and I feel so sad. Last night in the middle of the night, I was like, you know what, I gotta bring the twins. I have to bring the twins. I can't leave them. I literally looked up flights to bring them and they were like $3,000 each, and I was like, okay, never mind. Anyway, there's a million reasons why we're not bringing them, and I just feel so sad about it. But I already packed all the twin stuff for while I'm gone. I know it's completely unnecessary because literally everyone who's gonna be with them can just go through their drawers and get the clothes that they need, but having everything organized and laid out for my kids while I'm away just makes me feel like I'm still momming even when I'm not with them. So I have this little dresser thing, and on the top drawer it's all Maisie's clothes, and I put the days of the week and which clothes she wears on which days and with matching bows and everything. And then there's Wesley's drawer, and then a PJ drawer, and then I have another thing that has their jackets and their shoes and blah, 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 blah. I'm also gonna have a little surprise for them every single day while I'm gone. I'm acting like I'm leaving for 6 months. I'm literally gonna be gone for a few days. Anyway, I'm gonna finish packing. Then I need to do a little bit of crafting because we finally did the little footprint ghosts that we do every single year. And I filmed a little bit of Maisie and Flynn doing it, but Wesley was like, I'm not interested in this. So Wesley went and played for a while before he came and did his, and then I forgot to film his. But I'll show you that, and I'm gonna go finish those up. And then I have to edit, and I have to finish some laundry, and then I need to try to get some sleep. Somewhere within there, I also need to pack my bag. I don't think that's gonna happen tonight. That'll probably happen right before we go to the airport. Okie dokie. Oh, I have to pack Flynn's carry-on backpack. Oh my god, there's so many things to do. Gotta go, but look how cute the little snack bag is gonna be. This little snack emoji. Okay, bye. See the spooky ghost feet?
Can I see you?
This is from when Wesley was a baby, so we're gonna make that. I'm gonna paint your feet, I'm gonna squish your feet on the paper, and then I'm gonna make it look like a ghost.
Can I put my big feet and turn to a big feet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do mine and turn to a clownfish.
You want me to make you a clownfish?
Yeah. Can I get tea on my foot? And I'm gonna make it get off.
Get off? First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the ghost, and then after we do the ghost, we can do other things. So I gotta put white paint on your toesies. All right, so I'm gonna paint your foot.
It's really fun, but I laugh sometimes that's so tickles.
Ready? Squish! Flynn's next. Squish! Okay, here's Wesley's and Flynn's and Maisie's Ta-da! I'm actually taking those to my in-laws, and then I made 2 of each. So I haven't decorated the ones that I'm keeping yet. I only wanted to just get the ones finished that I'm taking tomorrow to my in-laws. So that's what I'm bringing, and I'm gonna go shower and edit and go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at the airport. Boarding the plane. Hi,
Yes!
we're going. We're excited. I cried when I said goodbye to the twins. I'm so sad. This one's very excited. Flynn wants to show you what's in his bag that he packed.
So the first thing I packed in my little bag is this little thing that's for doctors, but I'm gonna use it for catching crabs. Second thing I packed, this is a really big one that doesn't fit in my bag and I had to like squeeze it inside. It's not even squishy. A blue crab, this is what I'm gonna use those like little tweezer things on. Second thing is in a different pouch. Another crab we're gonna catch, a horseshoe crab. That's all I got in this little bag. But in my bigger backpack, I'm not even gonna show that. Bye.
We made it to Connecticut. Look at this beauty. After a very long day of travel and almost missing our second flight because the connection was so tight and we were just running through the airport. It was mayhem. We finally made it to Eric's parents' house. It was like 2:30 in the morning by the time I finally was like settling down and starting to get ready for bed. Obviously, I look like I haven't slept much. You're welcome. But I thought I would show you what is actually in Flynn's bag because I don't want to give you guys the impression that my 5-year-old traveled across the country with just a plastic crab. So I'm going to show you what is in his carry-on bag. This is Flynn's backpack, and on it we have an axolotl neck pillow thingy, and he is obsessed with this. He loves it so much he wore it almost the entire time. And inside I got him a couple of fun little travel activity books. This one's on the plane activity book. He loved this. I think he did almost every single page, and yeah, he had a blast with that. We did that most of the flights. And I also got him this activity book for 5 to 6-year-olds, and this one he didn't like as much. This one felt more like a school book. It was a lot of like math and writing and stuff, whereas this one was more like games. I also have a little bag of snacks for him. He ate most of them, but this was packed with snacks. I mean, we had all different kinds of things. Some of his favorites are these made good granola mini like balls. These are delish. Well, I don't think they're delish, but he loves them. He also loves these little fruit rolls. This is apple pear raspberry, peanut butter dark chocolate monk pack. I don't know what that is, but lots of yummy snacks in here. You might be wondering what this is. It's fish, of course. Flynn packed this in his backpack at the last minute. I think he said it's a sturgeon. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not as familiar with names of fish as Flynn is. But anyway, he calls it Stewie the sturgeon. We got some spare clothes in here just because you never know. A great thing to pack for young ones are these things called Wiki Sticks. He has put them all together, but these are great. They're just wax sticks. I played with these when I was a little girl. I don't know how long they've been in existence, but I think for a long time. But they're just like literally pieces of colored wax that you can like squish together and twist them together and make stuff out of it. And he played with that for quite a while. I have this little tiny erasey board thingy so he could draw on this over and over and over again if he wanted to. Peanut butter and jelly. Okay. These are his special headphones. They're obviously Sea Creature headphones, which he is stoked about, and an iPad. And don't come for me and be like, oh my God, an iPad, kid. First of all, if you don't have kids, I don't want to hear a word out of your freaking mouth. Second of all, the screens on the airplanes, they never have like good options for kids. If there's even screens, a lot of airplanes don't even have screens anymore. We were sitting on airplanes for a total of like 7 hours yesterday. So there's only so long I can play these games, okay? I love him and I love playing games with him for hours. There's only so many times I can pretend to be a crab on a plane. All the adults are watching TV. Don't come for me for letting my kid watch an iPad, okay? And he was watching a National Geographic show about ocean creatures, so he was was learning. Also, who cares? Even if he was watching some trash cartoon, don't come for parents who are letting their kids watch that stuff on airplanes or at restaurants or wherever they're watching them. Let them have a moment of peace in their life. Clearly, that's a touchy subject. We're moving on. Okay, so I also surprised him with this book about sea slugs, and he was very excited about that, and he wanted to draw sea slugs. And so we used my journal that I'm using for scrapbooking, because I always scrapbook and journal every time I travel. So this is the journal I'm using for that. And he wanted me to draw this one. Not my best work, guys. Flynn drew this one. And then Eric drew this shark or fish, or I don't know what it is. Flynn drew this, and Flynn drew this airplane. And then I drew these two little sea slugs. I always bring a journal with me every time I travel. And because of that, I also usually bring some sort of a sack of markers and like a little printer in case I want to print out any pictures to put in the journal. The last things in his bag are these little fish identifier things. Like this is a California seashore pamphlet that shows all the different fish that you can find on the California seashore. And he just studies these. He stares at them, studies them, tries to memorize all the different names of all the different fish. And that is everything in my 5-year-old's carry-on backpack. All right, I'm going to go enjoy my family, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.